Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to our group. Well, this is a bright motor car. So I bought this directly from a main agent, took it in part exchange, and I was just bowled over by its condition. This is a September 2010 60 registered Rimini red classic Range Rover Sport 3 litre TDV6 SE. Okay, so not an HSE, SE model. A good spec with sunroof, auto, nav, Hummer card, I think it's got. Car's done a smidge over 100,000 miles, guys. Doesn't look or drive that 100,000 miles. Had the cam belt done in July 2020 at 70,000 miles, so that's, you can take that off your list of things to do. Big ladder frame tow pack there as well. But 9 services, guys. Yeah, we've got an original service book full of service history, service invoices. This car's been cherished, and I'll tell you for why. It's a 2-owner motor car. The last chap that part exchanged it had owned it for 10 years. He bought it in September 2014 from a Land Rover main agent, done full term, done 11,000 miles. So he's done the other 90,000 miles and clearly cherished this car. But the purpose of the video is to go around the car in detail, tell you a bit more about it, and focus as we go. So coming onto the front bumper apron, front and rear park sensing, guys. Obviously 10 years old, 14 years old, unbelievably now. 100,000 miles, you're gonna have to forgive it the odd used car blemish here and there. It's not new car money after all. So you've got some weathering there to the headlamp bezels, dual effect headlamps there, xenons, front power wash on this age related number, probably been on private numbers in its life, but a 2-owner motor car that's clearly been cherished. Okay, up onto the front wing, leading edge of the bonnet, again some weathering there. That might mop out actually. Some light stone chipping, but forgivable on a 14-year-old Range Rover at this price point, I guess. Rest of the bonnet is all clean and tidy. Up onto the windscreen, which is the correct Land Rover variety. No major marks on that, guys, and it's heated. Factory sunroof, which tilts and slides successfully. But what? I mean, look at the price we're asking for this. What a pretty Range Rover Sport that is. Clearly been cherished. Up onto the front wing, on the passenger side, that looks to be all clean and tidy. All of the alloys, I think they're just on 18s here. Standard SE wheel. Car rides beautifully because of it, and the car's shod with a good set of general grabber tyres, all at around 4 or 5 mil. And looking at the history, that's the tyre of his choice in the last 10 years that he's owned this car. Read the reviews on these guys. They get rave reviews, not grave reviews, and you can see why Land Rover has been such a popular product over the last 20 years and beyond. Just a good looking, very usable, good value Range Rover here. Up onto the front wing, on the driver's side, generally clean and tidy. That alloy is all as it should be. That tyre, similar to the other, at 4 to 5 mil. Got 2 keys for the car, guys. Onto the driver's door, all where it needs to be. All the wheel extension arch pack and everything is clean and tidy. Standard glass, rear quarter, rear door. Just a really bright example. That alloy's clean and tidy. That tyre's better than the fronts at 7 mil. Inside the car's lovely. Not been a smoker's car. Doesn't smell of animals. You can just tell as soon as you arrive to the car that it's been well looked after. Rear parcel shelf, light roof lining, and that sunroof just lightens the cabin up. As I say, 2 keys, all the service history you'd want, and importantly, cam belts done in July 2020 by a Land Rover specialist. Little bit Oak has been training since 2001, so over 20 years old now, based in a little village called East Folly, just outside Maidstone in Kent. And read my reviews at autotrader.co.uk, guys. I'm well regarded. I've got 430 plus 5-star reviews built over a 7-year period. I've been in the car industry 36 years. I've owned Oakwoods for 22 of those 36 years. So I kind of think I know what I'm doing by now. And I just treat my customers fairly and squarely, and those reviews will bear that statement out. But that's this lovely Range Rover Sport Classic. Round to the back of the car. Rear park sensing, rear light clusters all clean and tidy. Tow bar, all as it should be. Partner finance with close brothers, so before you organise your money for this lovely Range Rover, speak to us. We're on a rate for risk programme that's to say you better financial standing in the community, the lower interest rate you'll pay with close. The car leaves me with a 3-month dealer guarantee and a 14-day money back programme, and I will be the biggest check for any great used cars coming in part exchange. Yeah, I will. For a great used car, I will have the biggest check, and you will have priority on this motor car over cash buyers. But down the passenger side, all clean and tidy. I think you'd have to look at 20 to find a bright one overall, guys, to be fair. Excuse me. That alloy's clean and tidy. That tyre looks recently new, like the other one at 7 mil. We're going to put front brakes in it, guys. It's got a slight judder when I took it out for an initial road test. I'm going to do an oil service on it as well. So that'll be my cost, not yours, because I think the car deserves it. But you can see Harman Kardon, electric seats which are heated, all the handbooks that you could want, 2 keys which are there. I'll start the car up shortly, but just in beautiful condition. Very little wear to the driver's seat for a 14-year-old 100,000-mile Range Rover. This is what it is, guys. First registered September 2010, 2-owner motor car, last owner since 2014 and 11,000 miles. That's super, super rare. No outstanding consumer finance, no accident history. Car is MOT'd round till August 2023. In fact, we just put a new MOT on it. There we go. So we've done that part of the job. We've got to do an oil service on it, guys. Here's the bill of sale. Selling the car back in September 2014 at 11,000 miles. That's the original advert for the car, and the car was sold at £35,000, I believe, at that time. It's not that today. And they've got a service book here, guys, original service book with loads of invoices which I'll put on the advert, and you can come and review when you come and look at the car. Whoops. So services here. That's Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, then a Range Rover specialist that have looked after it subsequently and done all the work to it by the looks of it. So that's what you call a full service history. That's when the timing belts were done, 74,000 miles. As I said, last service was then at 90, and we're going to do a service to it before it leaves. As I said, we've got loads of invoices here showing loads of spends, no major issues, no air suspension issues, or I don't think this has got air suspension at this age actually. Thank you, Martin. I've driven the car because that's how I know that the front brake pads and discs need replacing, and it drives wonderfully well. It doesn't drive its 100,000 miles or its 14-year vintage. It's just not going to be with me long, I know that. Good, well-priced Range Rovers are few and far between. So here we go. We've got all the navigation systems working, guys. Heated seats, dual zone climate, gearbox works perfectly, cruise control, Bluetooth. There's the mileage today, 101,484. So there we go. Never many good Range Rover Sports at this price point, guys. And whilst we're talking about price, I get price is important, but I think just as important is what you buy. This is 9 services, 10 with our service, new front brake pads and discs, cam belts done, 74,000 miles, and where you buy it from, I'm a well-regarded independent specialist of 36-year history. So if you've been looking for a nice Range Rover Sport this weekend, this should move to the top of your shortlist. It's worth a visit. My name's Nigel, company's Opens Group, based in East Foley, just outside Maidstone in Kent. Thanks for watching.